Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the... What, are we finishing sentences now?
No, I just...
Anyway, welcome to the Rage and Cambridge, because it is Rage Night Cooks. Yeah.
I know.
So this is our Christmas special. It's going to be amazing. So we have a whole big thing in store for you. It's going to be great. We got some cooking.
Mm-hmm.
We got some segments. We have the science fact.
Always got the science.
Always
fact.
have the science fact now. It's going to be
bringing
a new
the
thing.
science to the people.
And yeah, so I think it's going to be a good one. Anything that you want to say to the people?
I hope you guys like stirring.
Yeah, we're going to be stirring a lot. Well, I'm not going to be stirring. He's going to be stirring a lot.
It's
going to be great.
But it's going to be great. I hope you enjoy it. I would not recommend following along.
I don't know. I say follow along. We're gonna lay it all out for you. It's gonna be great. You're gonna see it. Follow along. Send us pictures. You know what? Tweet pictures to us.
Him. I don't know what this twatter thing's about.
Yeah. Just tweet. I want to see your pictures. So if any of you make fudge based on that, go ahead and hit us up with that. I think it'd be great.
Do you how does that work? Do little birds actually take the messages and back to the central location to share?
It's homing pigeons. When you hit the tweet, the homing pigeons, they get the note, they fly, it goes, and then they deliver it, and then the message gets typed back up, and then it goes out to everybody else.
What's the new one the kids are all about these days? The
Instagram.
Yeah. What about? Can we do that?
I don't have an Instagram, so
we should get one.
Okay, so we're gonna get an Instagram. It's gonna be my Christmas present to everyone. We're gonna have an Instagram for the show, or just for me?
Why not for the show?
All right, for the show. There we have it. All right, let's throw it to us in the kitchen. Us, take it away.
Remember, folks, before you do anything, always wash your hands to ensure cleanliness and that you don't spread disease, vermin, filth, and other horrible things to those that you love when you bake for them. So, welcome to Casa de Rage. We're in my dinky little kitchen here, and today we are going to make some fudge, chocolate fudge, and I'm making this it's the holiday season, so I'm actually going to make this for some of my coworkers. My administrative assistant is very fond of this recipe that I have. In fact, every time we talk about baking things at work, she's always going on about how much she loves it, and she's like, it's the best fudge I've ever put in my mouth. It gets a little awkward at times, I'm not gonna lie, but anyway, so today for you I'm going to tell you my secret recipe. So here's the things you will need for today if you're gonna cook along, and I recommend you do not, because I am not at all a trained chef or baker. This is all just me learning by screwing things up, and hopefully we won't set anything on fire. If we do, got the fire extinguisher handy, ready to go.
And the knife blocks. By the way, don't worry guys, I'm here too, so I know this opening was kind of boring, but it'll be okay. I'll join in later. I'm an asshole.
Why are you gonna mess with it? It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
Alright, let's do this.
I'd go home, but I was already here.
Yeah. Get out of my house.
Out of my house. Okay, so what you're gonna need, here's the secret ingredient. Jet Puff marshmallow cream.
I thought it was love.
Well, no.
No? Okay.
Go to the store.
Yeah.
Get this jar.
Yep.
On the back is the recipe we're going to use today. That's it. Literally, that's it. I used the recipe off the back of the jar, and everybody thinks this is the most amazing thing in the world. That's it. So it requires some of that, a can of evaporated milk, vanilla.
It's evaporated. How is it?
That's a good question.
It's a good question. There's our science fact.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later. Now, the recipe calls for 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate, and they call for the baker squares. I'm using chips because it's already broken up. It'll melt down easier and faster. Also, I'm using Ghirardelli. You can use whatever brand you want, but I prefer Ghirardelli. You need a can opener to open the can of milk, because that would suck if you get ready to go and all of a sudden you're like, I can't open the milk. It sucks for you. You need some tin foil and some wax paper, and finally some decorative tins to put your fudge in if you're going to give it away. If you're not going to give it away, then you don't need that last bit. That's to make a single batch. And then over here I've got my pot I'm going to cook in, and then you would have a 9x9 pan that you put tin foil in. However, here on Cambridge Rage Cook, we don't do anything the right way. We're going to supersize that shit. So I've got a 13 by 9 pan. We're gonna put that down there, and we're gonna double the recipe because ain't nobody got time to do batch by batch.
Now hold on. So, you said that it would be a 9 by 9 pan, right?
Right.
And you're gonna double the recipe.
Right.
But you're using a 13 by 9 pan.
Yeah. So there's a secret. If you go to the store, if you look at the giant jar of fudge or marshmallow puff,
Yeah, that's
on the back, they give you the double size recipe, and it says 13 by 9 on that one.
Gotcha.
So that's what we're doing here. All right. Oh, and also one other thing we need. Oh, don't film inside the fridge. It's...
Okay, so we're just gonna go over here. We'll look at all that lovely stuff you can't see inside the fridge. So, as we wait, You know what? I wonder if I can try to open up this can. Hey, see, I don't need a can opener. You know how I open this stuff up? See, I just pretty much take my teeth on that. And
If you bleed, do not bleed in my...
I think I chipped a tooth.
That's right. You're also going to need some butter, margarine, vegetable oil, whatever the case may be.
All right.
So, first thing, and I'm just going to read the... it's been a couple years since I've made this. This may or may not work out. We've lined our foil. So we are going to bring the sugar, butter, and evaporated milk. I forgot we need sugar.
This is what we forgot. Okay.
Sugar. So we need 6 cups of sugar since we're doubling up. Get a big old, get my wonderful, colorful, and I'm also going to need some measuring teaspoons for the vanilla later. So there we go. All right.
Some measuring cups, some measuring spoons. There we go.
Giant 1 cup. I don't know. So
He doesn't have-
6 cups of sugar.
The best part is he's probably not going to have 6 cups.
This one.
Count.
I should have put the.
I'm gonna count along. 1, 2 cups of sugar. That. Uh-oh. Three. That's 3 cups of sugar.
How many is that?
4.
Good, because I'm not really counting anymore.
That's 5. Till we go back in the video and realize that was 6.
Oopsies.
It's going to be the longest episode of
6.
Cambridge and Rage
This
Cooks.
is the first one. We were a little short. I'm just gonna add just a smidge more.
He's putting a smidge more.
There we go.
There we go.
6 cups.
That's my diet right there. I just take a spoon in the morning and then I just sit there and just.
This is why she thinks it's the best fudge she's ever tasted, because it's literally got, like, 2 pounds of sugar in it. Actually, that was a 5-pound container of sugar that we started with. So it's probably about 2.5 pounds of sugar in the fudge.
Nice.
Yep. All right, so let's see. Sugar, butter. How much butter do we put in here? So this is 3/4 and 3/4. So what's that, 1.5?
You're asking the wrong person if it's math based.
Wait, 1/4 cup. So 3/4.
Don't worry, we'll have to edit all this stuff out.
I hope so. 1/2 cup. So that's 1 cup. 1.5 cup. Actually, I don't know why I'm trying to do all the math. I actually have a big jar right here. I can't use it because it doesn't have all the fluff in it. 1.5 cups of butter or margarine. Right here. So actually, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Not big enough. I need a bigger bowl than that. I don't think I have a big enough bowl. Definitely have a big enough bowl. Just use a couple. It's fine. We're going to melt this down just a little bit in the microwave, just to help it mix in with our 6 cups of sugar. God, what are you doing?
I want to feel helpful.
Thanks. Thanks, Cambridge. Cambridge helps. Today it's Rage Cooks Cambridge helps.
It's a mighty fine stick of butter right there.
You're doing a great job.
Are you gonna cut half and put one half in each bowl?
No, that's not gonna work.
I was really like, yeah, this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a mess.
There we go. Just so it's fairly equal. And hopefully melts sort of evenly. Alright, just a little microwave. Smells kind of like chicken from dinner earlier.
Mmm, chicken butter. Alright, so 2 minutes. Are you doing anything while that melts, or are we just gonna wait?
20 seconds, not 2 minutes.
Oh, alright, anyway.
I'm gonna start opening the
okay, well, just because we're gonna have the microwave vrooming in the background.
That's fine. I'm not gonna talk, I'm just opening the cans.
Okay. It's like, after these messages, we'll be right back.
Done. Totally did not pull the lid out in time. That's not a big deal.
Doesn't look evaporated.
Yeah, they did. Whoever evaporated this milk did a horrible job. Still very wet. I guess we'll find out later in our science fact.
I know. I mean, technically, I would think powdered milk would be evaporated milk.
That doesn't look very. Butter's not very melty.
Let's take a look at this butter while he's doing it. Let's see. No. Yeah, he failed miserably.
Alright, let's do a little bit more then. So I'm just going to use I have a nice set of bamboo wooden utensils I use to mix stuff up. Well, let's start mixing this. Mix the milk, evaporated whatever in with the sugar. It's going to turn into this wonderful amber colored sludge. We haven't, now, it's important to note, at this point, we haven't even added any heat. Don't turn on the heat yet. Just trying to get stuff mixed up and...
With these two sexy guys in the kitchen, there's always heat on.
Wow.
Oh, it's actually melted. We did good this time.
Yep, a little bit of melting going on. Slap that in there.
Now,
Yep.
the leftovers that are left in the bowl, is that going to mess up the recipe because you're not getting a perfect amount of butter? Nah, okay.
Nah.
And there's an awful lot left in that one.
I'm gonna get most of it out.
Okay.
You know, they say baking is more like, it's like a formula, and it's like, you know, sciencey and stuff, but... sometimes it is, sometimes it really is, so this is probably gonna screw it all up.
We don't have any like scientific scales or anything that's like to measure out perfect weights, or I mean, I'm actually with you. I'm actually surprised that that's not what your kitchen would look like. Like
You would think, but no.
Like some kind of
Gastronomy?
Yeah.
Alright, so get the butter in there, so now I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh, now we get some heat.
get the heat on. Start mixing that up, keep the butter melty, and get this going. What are you doing? Why are you... Do not stick your finger in...
Cambridge enraged tip. Don't stick your finger in places that you don't know where it's been. Yeah.
No, we know where you were.
Now, how long do you stir for? You've just been like...
So... the technical way to do this is to have a candy thermometer and do it until it's 234 degrees. Since I don't have a candy thermometer because I'm not a candy maker,
anyone wants to get Rage a holiday gift.
I'm going to stir and keep going until this is actually boiling.
Okay.
Which is the other option that's listed
on there. Okay.
So yeah. It's important to also keep constantly stirring this stuff so it doesn't lay on the bottom, because the other problem you'll run into with making this fudge, it can burn really quickly. Not so much at this stage, but when we start adding in the marshmallow fluff and the chocolate chips, the marshmallow fluff especially, can get stuck to the bottom and will burn in a heartbeat. Which It's not that big a deal, because, you know, you just miss out on some fudge, you gotta make some more. The problem is, if the marshmallow fudge burns on your pan, it will ruin your pan. And it's probably gonna, the stirring's probably gonna be like really loud on the video.
Yeah.
Filmed in 5.1 surround sound, but you can't hear shit because of Rage's stirring. Oh yeah, that
We never did say we were professionals, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with it.
He is.
I'm not a professional. Unless you mean pro by somebody who sells their body on the street at night, then that might be a yes.
Yeah, but in order to actually like be a pro at that, you actually have to make money doing it.
That's true.
And now we just wait forever and keep stirring incessantly until it boils.
Wow. And I say, while we're stirring, we're going to find a scientific fact with Rage and learn something new. And we'll come back to that. Keep stirring. Don't you stop.
Science fact. Evaporated milk, also known as dehydrated milk, is a shelf-stable canned milk product with 60% of the water removed from fresh milk. It differs from sweetened condensed milk, which has sugar added.
All right, so a little bit of an update, and then we'll go back to, I think we're going to need another science fact with this. But, so while we were stirring, we took a look at our pan, and remember how we talked about going big and going large? Well, we didn't go quite large and big enough. Found out that this is only an 8 by 11, so it wasn't big enough. So we've gone and upgraded ourselves up to the actual correct size.
13 by 9.
A 13 by 9. So that's what's going on now. As you can see, he's still stirring. I'm just standing here. So we'll throw it to another segment, and then we'll be back. All right, see you then. All right, we're back to the New Year's countdown. Or wait, no, the boiling countdown. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we still got a few more days till New Year's.
We got a nice steady boil going on, though.
Yeah, I think it's getting pretty close.
Yeah, that's how I twerk out on the dance floor.
What? You bubble?
That's my bubble. I get out there and bubble on the dance floor.
That's a thing?
We're making it a thing.
Okay.
All right, there's some pots I just backed into.
It's all good. Nothing fell. I'm not sure how much of a rolling boil you're gonna get in the thickness that there's this goop.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty liquidy at this point. What do you think, Cambridge?
I've never done this before, so I'm gonna say go for it. Looks looks about as rolling as you're gonna get.
That's the problem without a candy thermometer. It's it's just one of those.
Again, if you go to Amazon and you want to send Rage a candy thermometer, go ahead.
Yeah, for the once every 3 years I make this. I'll give it a little bit longer. I think it's almost good. Stop it! Don't stick your finger in the hot, boiling, molten sugar confectionery stuff. This will burn and scald. It's like, so this is also sugary. So it's like, this is like kitchen napalm at this point. It will stick to your skin and will not come off. Alright, so at this point, turn off the heat, and then we gotta mix in the other stuff.
Alright, time to mix in some stuff.
So,
by the way, while we're off camera, I opened up the two cup packaging of that stuff, marshmallow, because he said that you guys wouldn't be entertained and want to see that.
Yeah, well, I could be wrong. Feel free to leave a comment and let us know if you would have liked to see Cambridge open the marshmallow. Actually, I'm going to start with the chocolate chips.
Okay, so we're starting with the chocolate chips.
So,
wait, did you turn the heat off?
Yes.
Okay, so heat was off. Okay, so
yeah,
heat's turned off.
Heat's off at this point. Get those in there. Get that. There's one bag.
Here.
I'm putting the chocolate chips in first so that the marshmallow is not the first thing and doesn't sit directly on the bottom of the pot. Hopefully. Dose bags. There we go. Alright, so there's our chocolate in the mix. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
Look how smooth that melts down.
Oh, wow.
This is why I prefer the Ghirardelli to everything else, because it melts down so nicely. Alright, now the fun part. I gotta get all this marshmallow in there. Which, if you've ever used marshmallow fluff before, you know this stuff does not, like, it sticks to everything. So, we're not gonna get all of it out of the container. So...
Now I go back to ask my question before. Is that going to mess up your recipe?
Absolutely, it's going to screw everything up. Actually, no, because we have 2 7-ounce containers.
Right.
And the recipe on the big jar calls for a 13-ounce container. Which is funny because it literally doubles everything else except for the marshmallow fluff.
There's a 1 ounce discrepancy. Okay, yeah, so we're fine.
It's kind of interesting.
Okay.
So, stop trying to stick your finger in the fudge before it's done. I'll let you lick the spoon. How's that? If you're a good cameraman, and you stop trying to stick your finger in the fudge before it's done.
You all heard here. I get to lick the spoon. I get to lick the spoon.
I didn't say which one though.
Swear to God, if you give me an empty spoon.
Here's your spoon, buddy. There's nothing on it. I didn't say which one. All right. Go back to mixing this up a little bit.
Alright, here we go.
Now comes the fun part, trying to get this mixed up nice and easy without making a huge mess. And also, this is where it starts to thicken up.
Alright, wow. We're going to let him beat on that for a bit, and while that's going on, another word from our sponsors. Are we getting sponsored for this? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not getting paid for this. Welcome to the Rage and Cambridge Technical Hour.
Yeah, so this is where we talk about tech things, and so this week we're going to be talking about this wonderful new phone that just came out on the market. This is the Droid 4. I highly recommend it, and it's going to be the new greatest thing. So basically, it has a little flip up top right there, and the screen's supposed to turn on, and stuff's supposed to show up here, but I'm not sure. Oh, look, so we got some stuff that went away.
We're also going to be comparing it this week to this Tootsie Pop.
Well, I think the processing power is kind of comparable to the Tootsie Roll Pop, so we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The difference is this comes in multiple colors and flavors. That just comes in
black. Okay.
And also, you can't get that.
You can't. Yeah.
This comes in a couple different sizes. So.
Yeah, I guess that comes multiple sizes. I mean,
I think the Tootsie Pop wins.
I mean, you could change the memory size in this, so I'm not sure.
You could get a bigger SD card.
Yeah, you could get a bigger SD card.
That's true.
I mean, so it could be different sizes.
Can you change the battery in that?
No, you can't actually.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like a big no-no, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
That sucks.
Well, I'm sorry, Droid, but I guess it's gonna have to get a. Normally, I do my rating scale out of 7 feet because I mean I'm almost 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
I think this is only gonna get about a 1 foot out of 7 feet. I mean,
what about the Tootsie Pop?
I mean, the Tootsie Pop, it's delicious, it's good. I'd recommend, you know what, take the money that you would have spent on this and buy yourself a whole bunch of Tootsie Roll Pops.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah. All right, so Ray just remembered as he was stirring, you forgot a very important step.
Need to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, which actually probably could have gotten away without it. Not that big of a deal. A lot of times when I do recipes with chocolate that calls for vanilla, I don't add the vanilla.
Why?
It makes the chocolate actually more rich and darker. And actually, when I make my famous chocolate meringue pie, the recipe that I developed originally called for vanilla, and I stopped adding it, and it made it better. I don't recommend that in everything, because some things need the vanilla, but, you know, feel free to experiment. If it doesn't work, don't blame me.
You all can blame me, I'll allow it. So, yeah, we got some more stirring action going on.
Back to stirring.
So, yeah, we'll be back in a bit. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the cooking spectacular Christmas thing or something like that. So we thought we'd throw in, we have a little Christmas story, and I'm going to read this to you. So grab the kids, and grab your little blankets and get kind of close to the fire, get your laptop, and yeah, let's bring everybody together for this little story. It doesn't have a title, it also doesn't have a credit to who wrote this, so I apologize. But if somebody wants to complain, I'll go ahead and give you credit if you just let me know who you are. I made myself a Christmas snowball, as perfect as could be. I thought I'd keep it as a pet and let it sleep with me. I made it some pajamas and a little pillow for its head. Then last night it ran away, but first it wet the bed. Just gets me right there. That's what the holiday's about, those feels. All right, well, let's go back and see how we're doing in the kitchen, right?
It's pretty well mixed up.
Let's get in there and take a...
There we go.
That's about the consistency you want going on right about there.
There it is.
All right.
So now, we go over here to our 13 by 9 pan, and I'm going to attempt to get all of this into there. Here we go.
This is where it could get fun and be a total fucking mess. Will it happen?
You're gonna have to work as quickly as possible, because once this stuff starts cooling down, it hardens up pretty quick. Well, I didn't get it all out, but that's gonna be enough to...
So, while we're off camera, we'll just have Rage explain himself again. So, you can make different flavors with this, right? We were talking about, like...
Yes, absolutely. If you, for example, if you want peanut butter fudge, instead of getting the semi-sweet chocolate chips, you can buy peanut butter chips and substitute for peanut butter. You want to do peanut butter chocolate, just, mix peanut butter and chocolate chips. You can get white chocolate chips. If they make basically a chip in the flavor you want, or like a chocolate or a baker's in a semi-sweet of whatever you want, you can pretty much substitute that out.
All right, and I guess my next question too then goes on to, can you, some people like their like some nuts in their fudge?
Yes, that was the other thing. The recipe does call for nuts.
Okay.
I don't put nuts in it because I'm giving this as gifts.
Yeah.
And because I don't know everybody's allergies, whether they have nuts or not, I just don't put the, stop! You're not gonna get to lick the spoon. Bad cameraman. So there we have it. It's gonna sit in the pan and now cool for it's probably gonna be a couple hours at this point. So we're gonna go past the time and wait for it to cool.
Yeah, we're gonna do some fun stuff and film some inserts.
Yeah.
And so what about quick cleanup? Do you have any? Since you said that hardens, that's our last little thing. As far as that's all gonna get all hard and sticky in there.
Yeah. So before you're done, typically, as you can see, this is already starting to kind of cool off and condense. So I recommend you eat all of this.
Eat all of it?
Just eat it all right now.
Okay.
No, the other thing you can do, put it in the sink with a lot of hot water,
right.
A little bit of dish soap, and just let it soak.
Okay.
And try and get as much of it out as possible. If you're hand washing, it's not a big deal because you're going to be scraping on it anyway. If you're going to put it in a dishwasher, you definitely want to soak this first, even if it's a no-soak dishwasher, because this will get everywhere in the dishwasher. So, there we have it.
All right, we'll be back shortly.
There he is, spilling stuff on my floor. He was a good cameraman, or good enough, so he got the spoon. Don't eat my wooden spoon. Stop eating my wooden spoon. What is wrong with you?
Wow, who would have thought that making fudge would have been is such an interesting thing? I hope everybody's out there enjoying it and everybody's having a great holiday. And I mean, the only thing that really makes a good holiday is, of course, eggnog, right? So we got some eggnog and we have a little Christmas story. I guess we want to share.
We do.
Yeah. So this was like what it was about Grandma, right? This isn't the one Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. You're not.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not going to do that one.
Okay. Oh, by the way, it's there's no booze, sadly.
No, it is.
It's well, we can't say the brand, but the brand of eggnog is a booze company.
But it's non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic.
It's very good though.
Yeah. So gather around. We have little Christmas stories. So,
yeah. Do you think that shepherds get to take an extra feat in animal handling?
Are they walking around with a shirt that says +1 to animal handling? They're like, this is my crook with +6 to
They should. They should. And lo, there were shepherds herding their dire sharks in the fields at night. When the glory of the Lord shone about them. And they were sore afraid, for they had failed their perception checks.
That was highly interesting. That's the one story that you never really hear about, and I think that more people like. I mean, we forget that. I think that's actually a good example. I'm gonna get really deep here.
Okay.
But I think this time of year it's something that we really need to not look out for like ourselves and everything like that, but we also need to look out for the shepherds who are going to be out there still working on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
You're just angry because you got to work on Christmas, aren't you?
No. Back to cooking, everyone. All right, so here we're back in the kitchen. So we've how long? About 2 hours.
Yeah, it's been cooling for about 2 hours.
So about 2 hours, and we working on that. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look. Oh, I know why this. Okay, I'll have to fix this in just a second. I think it's still zoomed in from when we were doing. That's why it's so much tighter.
Yeah, it's way zoomed in.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. So we're gonna cut.
Mesmerizing, isn't it?
Did I piss you off?
What's that?
All right, and we're back. That's gonna be the greatest jump cut ever.
You are fire.
We should probably we'll throw one of our inserts in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna come in here and we're gonna take a look at this. Let me flip this over so I can see what's going on. Boom. All right, that's terrible.
There it is.
Not terrible. Like I got way too much in that shot. So we'll just. That's the look of disappointment, everyone. So we're gonna. Anyway.
I'm not disappointed in the fudge.
No, he's disappointed in the camera work. So that's our fudge. So that's what it should look like. And we were saying before, about 2 hours.
Yep, it's cooled for about 2 hours now. And if everything's gone well, we should be able to just grab the foil, lift this straight up, and I'm going to put it on the cutting board, chop it up into squares, which may take a while. And then we're going to put it in our decorative little tins. And yeah, so here we go.
All right. Oh, wow. It actually worked.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Oh my goodness.
So now I don't really want to cut on the
foil.
So
okay.
It's pretty.
Never mind.
What?
I was gonna make a suggestion
It's a little soft.
Oh, still soft?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's okay. I can. What's your suggestion?
My suggestion is that you put it on the countertop, put the cutting board on top, and then flip it.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here because I wouldn't have thought of that. It's breaking a little bit, but that's okay. No big deal.
This may end poorly.
You've ever seen a grown man cry? You might be. Oh shit! You're about to. Like a boss.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
So now comes the not so fun part. So we have to cut this into sort of squares. And the nice thing is it's still just a little soft. I didn't let it. It did break a little bit, so not a big deal. But it's still a little soft, so it's fairly easy to cut. Mm-hmm. But hopefully not too soft. It might be a little too soft, so we might need to let it cool a little bit more.
All right.
It's a little warm still in the middle.
Okay, so we're gonna let that cool down some more, and we'll come right back. Hey everybody, this is a special segment. This is my Christmas gift to all my special friends. I got some mistletoe right here, so I kind of just want you to just come right up close to the screen and go ahead and kiss me while I'm underneath the mistletoe. You gonna go ahead and go for it?
I'm just gonna start. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what happens because.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. He's gonna go for it. Oh, let's get it back on the fudge.
Fourth and long, time to.
More like fourth and short.
Those are like basketball references, right?
Totally. Oh no, wait. I think it's field hockey.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. Now you don't want to cut these pieces too big because this stuff's pretty dense, and you don't want to give anybody diabetes right away.
Diabetes. Okay.
Unless there's somebody you hate, in which case feel free to cut it big. Just give them this whole big middle piece and be like, "Merry Christmas! Have this giant piece all at once. It's good for you."
Your line's not very straight.
My line is straight. The problem is the fudge is not. It's also pulling a little bit, so. It'll be okay. Fine, take a piece. Go on. Go ahead. How's it taste?
Oh, no.
Are you having a diabetic seizure at this point?
Oh, it's chocolate.
I can't taste anything.
No.
Need insulin. Actually, I'm gonna cut it from. I'm gonna pull from this direction since it wants to. You know what? You're right. My line is not very straight at all. Not too terrible.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Alright, so now comes the fun part of fitting fudge into a tin. Just take a tin, take some wax paper, put your wax paper down in your tin like so, just so it doesn't stick too much. Pull some pieces of fudge, it's still all mushy and sticky. Put it into your tin like so.
Alright, well then you're going to continue doing that and then we'll have the big reveal, right? So, we had a pretty eventful day and as always we're going to show you what our final product looks like. So, I'm going to go down here and then, oh! Very nice! Alright, you want to go ahead now, we can open that up and let them see inside.
It is Christmas.
Okay. Ta-da! Oh god, close it up, close it up. I mean, oh. Oh my goodness, that is fudgy goodness right there. Well, just say I had a pretty fun day. And did you have a good time?
I did. I hope you learned some things
Yeah,
today.
and I'm definitely feeling the holiday spirit after all this.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Great. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to let you clean everything up, and I'm going to get out of here. So, everyone, have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Festivus for the rest of us, whatever else other holidays there are out there. I don't want to
I'm going
offend
to clean up
anyone.
and you're going to go home.
You're missing the whole point here. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us. Have a wonderful night, and see you next week.
Night, everybody.
Good night. La 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 la. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, the field go, laughing all the way. Ha ha. Bells on bobtails.
Go home.
What?
Go home. Good night, everybody.